American rodeo. And I look back on this. We started this with Randy Bernard many years ago with a vision to do something really big in a really big facility. And we saw the community truly embrace showing up for these events in big numbers. And we just really appreciate the partnership that we have with Sean and PBR and with the American. And I think we've established something here. We want to keep growing it, but we really believe in it. I know our staff truly enjoys working on it. We kind of we get done with football season, and we pull up that turf, and we get into dirt season. And of course, having bull riders and the rodeo is a cornerstone of what we call our dirt season, and we're super proud of it. Buy tickets; they're still available, and we're still selling. And we want to keep really growing this thing and really set some record numbers. So we're proud to be a part of it. I represent the Jones family. Jerry loves these events. He usually shows up. He's handed out trophies for it. He participates in it. They're super proud of what we do and the partnership we have. And I really appreciate everybody coming out tonight. And I'm going to introduce our next guest speaker who loves big events in Arlington, and that would be the mayor, Jeff Williams.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the city where champions are crowned. And y'all know that here in this community, we've had the Super Bowl. We've had the World Series. We've had the National College Football Championship, NBA All-Star Game, Final Four, the Super Bowl of wrestling, WrestleMania. But nothing's any more exciting than the Pro Bull Riders Championship. It is awesome. You get right to the main event, and it really sets the tone. And we are very grateful, Chad, to the Dallas Cowboys for building the best special events center in the world. It is amazing when you come in here. And then in this stadium club, beautiful. My goodness, what a great place here. And I'm interested too, Chad's talking about big plans for how they use this. But stay tuned because the Cowboys always do it bigger and better. And so we'll look forward to seeing all of the new things that are coming. Y'all, there's so many dignitaries here today. They didn't ask me to recognize them, but I do want to recognize my council. Here we've got Catherine Wildman, Victoria Farrar-Myers, and Michael Glaspie, all here. Thank you all for coming out. And I saw State Representative Tony Tenderholt. See, there he is right back there. Thank you, Tony, for coming out. And then from our school board, we've got our president, Dr. Aaron Reich, John Gibbs, Polly Walton. Did I miss any? Polly, thank you for coming out. Any other school board members? And then, one of my favorites, County Commissioner, Mr. Andy Wynn, who makes things happen. And then, two guys that are making Arlington happen here is the president of the Convention and Visitor Bureau, Ronnie Price, and president of the Arlington Chamber, Mr. Michael Jacobson. I appreciate you working hard. Well, let's get on because I have an official proclamation that we need to read here. And it says, whereas bull riding is America's original extreme sport, and has been declared the fastest growing sport in America. And whereas the professional bull riders for 7 straight years and RFD-TV for 5 years have partnered with AT&T Stadium, entertaining up to 40,000 people. And whereas on February the 24th, 2018, WinStar World Casino and Resort, Iron Cowboy, powered by Kawasaki, will take Arlington to more than 1.5 billion households across the globe via a major station, CBS and CBS Sports Network. And whereas on February the 25th, 2018, the American will again entertain rodeo fans by producing the world's greatest one-day rodeo. And whereas PBR and the American are more than just bull riding and rodeoing, together they generate a remarkable economic impact in Arlington that is in the millions and bring tourists to this city. Now therefore, I, Jeff Williams, Mayor of the City of Arlington, and on behalf of the Arlington City Council, do hereby proclaim the week of February the 19th, 2018 is Arlington's Week of the Cowboy. Can't wait. It's going to be fun, man. Come on out.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Sean.
Thank you, Mayor. I couldn't think of a better place to call this home for these two events here in Arlington. So from day one, the city of Arlington has welcomed the Cowboys and Cowgirls with open arms. They've rolled out the red carpet, and so we're truly excited to be back here in 2018. Also excited that 2018 celebrates the 25th anniversary of the PBR, and I know many of you have told me that this will be your first PBR event when we get here to AT&T Stadium. It's okay. We're going to give you a little rundown of what to expect. So if you guys don't mind, turn your attention to the screens and we'll give you a little sneak preview.
Welcome to the one and only 25th PBR Unleash the Beast WinStar World Casino and Resort Iron Cowboy, powered by Kawasaki.
It's my honor to introduce you to the CEO of the Professional Bullriders, Mr. Sean Gleason.
As Matt said, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year, and some of you may know that PBR was an organization that was founded by 20 cowboys. 20 bull riders broke away from the sport of rodeo and started the PBR with a $1,000 investment each and a dream. And 15 years to the day, from that day, those cowboys cashed in for the first time for $4.2 million each. So we're a great business story as well as a great success story in the sports world. We've come farther, faster than most sports if you look at our growth over 25 years relative to the other sports. We've had some of our most memorable moments right here in Texas. Most of our founders were from Texas, so we've got a lot of roots that run very deep in this area. Mr. Mayor, it's our 9th year in Cowboy Stadium. 7 years that it's been a major as part of one of our most important events. So we have 4 majors throughout the course of the year, and Iron Cowboy is one of the events that defines our world champion every year because there's more points and more money available at this event than any of the other regular tour stops. So it's a critically important event on the way to a world championship. And then on February 24th, we return here again as we start down the path to crown a 2018 world champion. It is our 5th year with partnership with the American. We thank Billy and Keith and everybody that's been a part of this whole thing, Riley and Patrick Gotch and all that have been involved in bringing the richest one-day rodeo in history to partner with the PBR. It's made it the greatest and richest Western sports weekend anywhere in the world, and we're proud that we do it here at AT&T Stadium. Many thanks to the Joneses, Chad, John Hickman, and the others that have believed in us from the beginning and allowed us to bring dirt into this beautiful building. And a little bullshit, too, along the way. We're really proud every year to let the world's toughest Cowboys actually play on the field of the Dallas Cowboys. But there's some debate about that, too. We owe a great deal of our success to the city of Arlington. Mr. Mayor, you guys have built a sports mecca in Arlington, and you summarized it well with all the great events that have been here. So having one of PBR's biggest events of the year in the city of Arlington is an honor for us, and we thank all of you for letting us be a part of your community. We're ecstatic that we're actually becoming a permanent part of your community because, as the video mentioned, we have 9 bars across the country that have become the most successful bars in every place that we are, from Atlanta to Baltimore to Philadelphia to Kansas City and Louisville along the way. And our biggest and flagship bar is actually opening right here in Arlington as part of Texas Live. So a lot of thanks to Trevor Brazile and Cornish Development, our partners in that initiative. It's been an outstanding partnership, and you know, what better place to have our biggest bar than right next to the biggest venue that we play and the biggest building in the world. So we're really proud to be becoming a permanent member of your community, and that opens soon. 2017 was one of the most exciting years in our competitive history. We had a fantastic race down to the wire and crowned our world champion. Our youngest world champion earned his $1.5 million plus last year at 20 years old. He actually earned $250,000 before he graduated from high school. He lost the Montana State Finals to another bull rider after he'd won $250,000 in the professional circuit. I don't know how that happens, but Jess Lockwood is our youngest champion in history. We've got a great crop of up-and-coming bull riders, and Kaiki Pacheco, excuse me, Jess Lockwood, Derek Kolbaba, some really exciting guys that will all be here on February 24th. Excuse me. As we start 2018, we are off to a fantastic start. We just sold out Madison Square Garden 3 days, our 12th year in the Garden. Not many events have made it 12 years in the Garden that don't have a permanent tenancy in the building, so we're very proud of our success in downtown Manhattan. We just sold out Chicago on Saturday night, and we're with a couple hundred tickets of selling out Chicago All-State Arena this past weekend. And our ticket sales and trending for the year have all just been phenomenal. So our growth continues, and our 25th anniversary is looking to be our biggest year in history. We also just we moved our friends from Ford, from our title partner, to our official truck and auto, so they're staying involved. But we all brought in Monster Energy, so we've been after Unleash the Beast. We think it's an appropriate title for our premium series. A little youthful and a little more encompassing of what these guys do week in and week out. So Unleash the Beast is now the official series sponsor for our premium televised tour. We're televising on CBS and CBS Sports Network. This event will be on CBS and is one of the marquee events that we have throughout the course of the year. Beyond our 90-point rides and gold buckles, PBR celebrates America at every stop along the way. It was really derivative because our athletes, of their own accord, a year and a half ago signed a pledge to stand for the national anthem in the country in which they're competing. And that wasn't a political statement. It wasn't, something that we were doing to try and gain any awareness or news coverage. We've been celebrating this country and our heroes for 25 years. Every night, the national anthem for 25 years has been the hero of our opening ceremonies. Right after the introduction of the Cowboy. It's got better billing than these guys. And so this is something genuine that we believe in our core. And Celebrate America is an initiative to get back to the communities that we go to. So we have initiated a number of charitable programs that we do in every market, ranging from youth organizations to animal rights, reputable, non-political animal rights organizations, in honor of our bull athletes. And we always have honored our heroes. So this year we're honoring the families of fallen heroes, firefighters, first responders, military veterans that died in service to our country and in protecting us all. And so we're honoring the families of those heroes at every stop, and we're giving them tickets for life for them and their family members as we go across the country. And Celebrate America is really important to us, and we needed a voice for Celebrate America that wasn't mine. frankly. And so we searched not very far and not very wide, because I had seen this man on stage a couple of years ago playing in a small concert in Colorado. And it was early in the day, and he got up there, and he's full of energy. And when he told his story, right then and there, he sealed his fate as the voice of Celebrate America. His name is Ryan Weaver. He's sitting right over here, and I'm going to let him talk in a minute. But he's a military veteran, Black Hawk helicopter pilot. And in the span of a year on active duty, he lost his brother Aaron in a helicopter crash. And within the year, he lost his brother Randy in a helicopter crash, serving our country. And he told his story with such passion and conviction, and he left the military and decided he was going to chase a dream of becoming a country music singer. So he is now officially signed to PBR as not only the voice of PBR, but also we're going to do whatever the hell we have to do to establish this man as one of the most successful country music artists in history. I'll let Ryan give you the rest of the story. But Ryan Weaver, voice of Celebrate America, my friend, please, can you come up and say a few words?
So in 2003, my boots were in the sand in Iraq. In 2017, my boots were in the center circle, on the Shark Tank, at the World Finals, replacing Steven Tyler to a sold-out arena at the World Finals. And if I'm not an example of the American dream, I don't know what is. And I cannot tell you how proud I am to be standing in this, in this stadium, to perform on February 24th, sing the national anthem in the most patriotic state in the entire United States, and honor my brothers, honor my sisters, our heroes. And I will tell you, if you go to my website, weavercountry.com, and watch the tribute video that Sean, I wrote the song, that Sean was searching for to try and adequately honor our fallen military service members, our heroes, our law enforcement first responders. If you're not touched by the message, I can't help you. What the PBR is, red, white, and blue, bleeding Cowboys for 5 years in the anniversary, is what this Celebrate America campaign is going to be about this year. And every single time I step on the stage, no matter where we are in the United States, and especially here because of where it is, you're going to get everything I have to offer, because that's what matters. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. I want to expand on something that Sean pointed on just a couple of moments ago. That pledge that our athletes signed were not just athletes within the borders of the United States. That expanded to athletes in Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and Australia. And I think at the time we actually had a young man from New Zealand that was in the locker room. So it's not just about the athletes that are here in the United States. Our entire PBR family decided to do that every single stadium and every place we go. So another thing that he's mentioned was in the beginning of this 25-year history of the PBR, those 20 bull riders left rodeo. What I think is fascinating about coming back to AT&T Stadium is things have come full circle, and all of our athletes in professional bull riding have now come back to partner with the biggest and best rodeo, in my opinion, in the world. RFD-TV is the American, and if you've never been here to see this incredible spectacle, take a look at the big screens.
It began with a dream.
We will host the largest, richest one-day rodeo in history.
And in 2014, it happened. The best cowboys and cowgirls in the land rode into AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. One of the richest payoffs in rodeo history. And bareback rider Richie Champion became an instant millionaire.
You know, what Randy and RFD has done for the sport is huge, and it's changed my life.
After this year's event on February 25th, RFD-TV's The American will have paid out over $10 million in cash and prizes, making it the unquestioned Super Bowl of rodeo. Man, what a ride! With over 50,000 faithful fans in attendance and
RFD-TV's live telecast, reaching over 50 million homes, plus broadcast live on Rural Radio Channel 147 and Sirius XM, and for the first time ever, live on the Cowboy Channel. Listen to this crowd. February 20th through the 24th, it's the Showdown in Cowtown, the richest event ever held in the historic Cowtown Coliseum in its 110-year history, where more than 4,000 competitors vie for $500,000 in cash and prizes. The Fan Zone, where up to 15,000 people a day browse, buy, and participate in product demonstrations aimed to appeal to the Western sports fanatic with money to spend. So, be a part of this week-long celebration of top-notch rodeo action. Be a part of RFD-TV's The American, changing lives and making dreams come true.
That is exactly what this event has continued to do, make dreams come true. To tell you a little bit more about that, the CMO of RFD-TV, Mr. Billy Frey.
Thank you, folks. It's great to be here in Texas, Arlington, AT&T Stadium, and on behalf of RFD-TV, Patrick Gotch and Randy Bernard, who was on your invitation but got stuck in a little weather. I want to thank you for coming. Unfortunately, you're stuck with me instead of Randy, but I want to thank all of you guys. Mr. Mayor, thank you for the proclamation. That means a lot to us. We're really proud to be here, and we couldn't ask for anything more. I believe Commissioner Miller is in the house. Ag Commissioner Sid Miller there, thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. I'd like to also thank the Dallas Cowboys, Chad, the Jones family, and AT&T Stadium. What a place. The Cowboys and Cowboy Stadium, or AT&T Stadium, I'm sorry, the home of the Dallas Cowboys. We couldn't ask for anything better. When the vision was set forth with Randy back in the day with Patrick, this was the place it was going to be, and we couldn't think of any place better to hold it. I'd also like to thank our partners, PBR, Sean. These guys have been tremendous. Sean and his whole team with Amanda and Jeffrey here as well. It's a great partnership, and we look forward to continuing till we hit our 25th anniversary. But we're on our 5th. And our 5th anniversary came with a great team as well. Great team from RFD-TV, Riley Lambert over here, Keith Ferguson, Rachel Chapman, many, many more back at home in Nashville and in Omaha and around the country are working very hard. But as you saw in the video, the event started with 2 goals. Really, just 2 goals. We wanted to change lives and make dreams come true. And Randy said it on that day in August back in 2013, and I think we've done that. It's been one of those things, these events, where we're in year 5, and a lot of people said we wouldn't make it to year 2. But we're here, and as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be here hopefully for another 20 years, hopefully for even more than that. But in those first 4 years, we've given away $12 million. That's $3 million a year to change these lives and make these dreams come true. And we're going to do it again this year, and hopefully we'll make it even bigger and better. And what else has happened in those first 4 years as we enter year 5? Well, we created a $1 Million Cowboy. Richmond champion, as you saw in the video, became the first $1 Million Cowboy here at the American in its very first year. And what appropriately named, a man named champion becomes the champion right here at the American. This year we've taken some next steps. My friend Trevor is over here, and we've created some special athlete zones, so special ticket packages with Trevor and Tyson and Sage, and that's to make the fans' dreams come true, because it's all about the fans. We want to do it for the Cowboys, but we also want to create those fans, those future Cowboys, and they'll have an opportunity to sit in a special section, meet Trevor, get his autograph, spend a little time, do some things like that, and make their dreams come true. Also want to talk about what we've done as a company in the past 5 years. Because RFD-TV, Rural Media Group, has grown tremendously, led by Patrick Gotch, and of course Randy Bernard's been heavily involved in this event. But in those past 5 years, RFD-TV has grown to be in more than 52 million homes, and that's something that we're very, very proud of, because as a small little network, we've grown to hold our own, and we're an independent, and I believe Texans can appreciate that independence. Also, in those 5 years, we've created a new network, Rural Radio on Sirius XM channel 147. That's reaching 32 million people to broadcast great events, agriculture, Western sports, and so forth. And then even last July, we launched the Cowboy channel, which I'm proud to say reaches more than 31 million homes. All revolve around Western sports and Western lifestyle because we believe in rodeo, we believe in Western sports, and we wanted to make it available to everyone. So with that, I'll keep it short, but I wanted to also thank all of you. They told me, you know, I'm a Kentucky boy, but they tell me everything's bigger in Texas, and I have to admit they're right. We really appreciate being here in Arlington. Again, thank you, Mayor, thank you, Council, everyone that's attended tonight. We can't think of a better place to hold year number 5 here. It was fantastic for the first 4 years, and it's going to be even better in year 5. We've got some tricks up our sleeve. I won't reveal them yet, but you'll hear about them in the coming days and weeks because we want to make this event bigger and better every year. So with that, I thank you for your time, and I will pass it back to Matt to introduce someone who really needs no introduction.
I actually want to introduce a couple of people to you. First things first, over here on my right, we have one of our professional bull riders that we've seen on our premier series in the past, a man that just recently had his elbow operated on just about a week ago, but wouldn't have missed this event for the world, Mr. Alexander Cardozo. And before I was ever given the opportunity to become one of the voices of PBR or ever given the opportunity to hold a microphone at RFD-TV's The American, I was a fan. I've been a fan my entire life, the sport of rodeo, the sport of bull riding. So he said it just a moment ago, a man that needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it because it's an honor to do so. A guy that in his legendary career has amassed over 23 world championships. He has earned the title of King of the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and by the way, he's a proud Texan, Mr. Trevor Brazile.
Thank you, Matt. I have been at RFD-TV's The American since year 1, and I've seen firsthand how they change lives and make dreams come true, whether it was in Richmond Champion, like they said earlier, making him the first one-day $1 million cowboy. Well, that'll change your life right there. But also seeing a 9-year-old girl that you saw in the video, Chaney Chamberlain, become a household name because of this one event, showcasing her talent against the best in the world. It's just really shows not only what lives they can change in our industry, but how it can actually change our industry and the way it thinks. Because I heard the naysayers when they tried to put this event on, it'll never work. It's Cowboy Stadium, you know. I've been here and watched America's team many times at football games. I've been to award shows, but to come here to a venue like this, when they've got the dirt spread down there, it's really something to see. And if you haven't seen it, you have to see it to believe it. But their theme is real. They change lives and they make dreams come true. And I thought I'd seen everything in rodeo in my career until this came around, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us from here on out. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Trevor. And with that, the floor is now belonging to all of you. Any questions or comments from anyone outside? A pretty incredible panel up here next to me. So open the floor to any questions.